The head of the OBR said himself, in terms, in the end of the day, almost all financial forecasts are wrong. And that's because what you're trying to do at the moment is forecast an enormous amount of change and figure out how people will react dynamically to the changed environment. For example, I was in with a group of officials the other day talking about crossing borders. And, for example, at the moment, because there are no border checks we're talking about, you get lorries starting May in Poland, picking up different goods, coming across and eventually just straining across. That kind of process dynamically won't go on, it'll change, but they model for that not changing. So my point about all this, and this is the real bit, when the Treasury is telling you it can forecast the next 15 to 20 years at 1 to 1.4%, they're taking the liquid from us rather quickly.
Okay, but you
cannot get that accurate.
Well, all right, they are giving us a range, though.
They are, and every forecast has a range.
Yeah, OK, and we do know where we're starting from.
We know exactly where you start from.
And we do know, I think, don't we, that, I mean, whatever the long-term outcome of Brexit, that there will be what your colleagues call dislocation or disruption or a bumpy period, which presumably will hit the economy.
Well, yes, no one's ever said there wouldn't be short-term changes that take place. The question really is, out of that process, what happens? And one of the really important factors with all of this...
But you accept there could be a short-term hit?
Well, it depends on how you smooth that process. That's the critical bit that we're discussing at the moment. The problem I have right now with the Prime Minister's deal, which it forecast, is it has a massive trap at the end of it for us, which kills all negotiation, which is this backstop. That Macron, President Macron, was absolutely right when he said, what we will do is wait till you get closer and closer to the backstop, which you want to avoid at any price, and then we will exact a price. And the price will be, for example, on fishing, or, as other countries will want to step up to the mark, certain other changes. And the key thing is that our negotiating position's poor. So what they're forecasting today
just to be clear
is
about
unbelievably weak.
The reason